All right, Primus Stream. There we are. Sorry, I got my mic over this way. All right, so here I am. We're over by the larger wreck, heading back through the caverns, through the maze caverns here. I'm going to deliver some materials. It's generally south and east, and I should be in a good place. All right. I'm going to go ahead and stop here real quick. And then I'll go ahead and grab last space food. It's not ready yet. So I did come in and do some resource collection the other day, and we should have enough. Yes, my food level is low. Should have enough materials to get more of our storage in line, and the terraformation is clipping along at 4.9 MTI. So let's see what we got here. I know I've got some iron in here, so let's just build a few lockers and wind up. Oops. Did I run out of iron? Oh, I did. Okay. I've got some iron down this way. Titanium away. And take some. Okay. So let's take a look on this side, see where this guy comes to. Right about the edge of him comes right along this pattern in metal. So I probably want to set up the corresponding side. Roughly there. And just kind of keep going down this way. Okay, I think that's the end of my iron. We're in a pretty good shape here. So this is actually where I will start my my resources. So I'll start with nitrogen. We'll get that shortly. Oxygen. Oops. And then we'll break into magnesium, aluminum, silicon, sulfur, and titanium, I believe, then iron, and then cobalt. So that takes care of our base metals, and they're all in the front row here. So magnesium, aluminum, silicon, titanium, iron, and cobalt. 3 and 3. Plus we have sulfur, which we'll be finding shortly, and nitrogen, which it'll take us a while to get some nitrogen. Oxygen, that's just the oxygen containing containers, capsules. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this food, and I'm gonna eat another food, and okay. So let's get these things sorted out here. We got some cobalt. iron. Put titanium in there. I realized when I started putting the materials in here that I had not finished the row, so that made life a little bit more interesting. So we'll just shove all those in there. And then when we come around the corner, I believe we're going to need osmium. Different backpack. And then I believe we go into iridium. And then around the corner here, we will actually have uranium. And then we would start some of our minerals. I usually actually start out with, what do I start off with? I think I start with algae and I just work my way across the back row. But we're not going to get that for a little while. So I will leave that alone. Some of the minerals we will collect are obsidian and zeolite. We will also collect methane, which is not an element, but a compound. A gas, obviously. Okay, so what we're going to do here is, yes, my hydration is low. We get a transport some more materials, but we're also going to get these food growers. When they grow their next batch of food, we'll get those moved up there. We'll also move our crafting station and some of the other things. I will probably... We've only got silicon and magnesium down here at the moment, some cobalt and some basic foodstuffs. Go ahead and drink that. What we want to make next, though, is a atmospheric water collector. So that's going to require basically one each of the base metals, excluding titanium, and adding a super alloy. So I can take the magnesium and the silicon here. I don't think I have any other things, but I do have my iridium and uranium and a blueprint chip, which I don't have a chip reader here. Can I make a chip reader? No, I need an iron. Okay. Now I have iron. All right. Let's put the chip reader right here temporarily. Let's see what's on this chip. Ooh. I can get a mapping screen. Okay. So 98%, 98%, 98%. So I'm going to have to actually put some of this stuff down because I want to carry the food up there. I want to take the food growers. As soon as they're done, they're 99%. We got beans and 2 squash. Oh, there's a squash. There's beans. There's a squash. Take that. Deconstruct that. Open that. Take that. Deconstruct that. Open that. Take that. Deconstruct that. Okay. Now I've got a couple of extra spaces to carry things, so I'll go ahead and grab those 2 iridium rods. Might as well fill up my space when I'm making a run. Okay. So, oh, I don't even have my headphones on. I thought something was weird. Okay, they're actually back here. 1 second. I hope that sound wasn't bleeding over. Okay, let me just keep going here. Okay. Run in here. So, got a couple of things. The iridium, for the time being, I'm going to go ahead and put those in there. The food growers, I head upstairs. And we've got this big space over here where we have a lot of open space we're not using for anything at the moment. And then we've got some other space along the front, along the back. We have nothing but space. What am I talking about? There's nothing up here yet. I'm going to go ahead and start putting up some food growers right here. All right. Put those together. And let's pop the squash seeds and bean seeds in there. Now we're growing our own food up here. Okay, so take a look down here. So we will want to put that the atmospheric water collector up. So I've got a magnesium. I need a super, a cobalt, a silicon, and an aluminum. So here's an aluminum, silicon, and the supers are around the corner here. And let's take a quick look at that. Yep, I need cobalt. Got a couple of those. Okay. So now we can actually have a water source that doesn't require melting ice. Oh, that's right. I can't build it on that just yet. I need to put a frame underneath it. Okay. So put the foundation frame underneath there. Or I put it on top of the foundation frame. And we will need to make some more foundation frames at some point. I've only got 2 iron though. So I've got 3 iron. So I'm going to go ahead and make another locker because I need those to finish up the structure. Okay, so now we've got our water collector out there collecting water. We're still a little bit light on storage up here. And we're going to need to do a couple other things. So we want to start getting the grass spreaders out there. That's going to take some power. So I want to get a power screen going. So I've got a couple of screens down in the other place, but I'm going to go ahead and set up a couple of screens here. So I need some iron. Oh, I don't have any iron. I just spent it. All right, I'll go down and get some of the screens. Sorry about that. I just did a little loop-de-loop. All right, so Devrosic. Algae is not a mineral. Yes, I was talking about the minerals, and then I switched over to what I often do, which is probably not my best option. Okay, so I've got these materials here. I might have enough space to carry my carry some lerma seeds. That's what I'll need. I'll take the lerma seeds. And while I'm going, I'll take the blanket. And I'll take some eggplants. We're going to need to make some eggplants soon anyway. Okay. We'll head back up. Okay, so one of the next things we're going to want to build is the launch pad, which allows us to put rockets up. And the rockets, I'll show you when I get to that point, are very helpful in the terraformation process. Okay, Let me go get these screens installed up here. I think I put the 2 screens at the end, and I've got a power screen here. So that's good. I'm going to go ahead and put the lock screen here. And I'll go ahead and put the mesh screen over here. Okay. And I'm going to move the power screen just a little bit. Tuck it in a little closer to the plant. That's right. I don't need the unlock screen up here. What am I thinking? This will do it for me. Put the map screen up here instead. Oh, I need a chip. Okay. All right. Well, that's not working. That looks silly. I'm going to go ahead and fix that because I can't quite deal with that disorderliness. Okay. So there's my screens. I'll come back and I'll put up a another screen when I get a chance. Let's go ahead and put this guy up here. Oh, this one. Put an effigy down here. Go ahead and put it here. Nice little golden statue. Okay. So I've got some materials. What I didn't check was my power. This was the whole purpose of that. Silly, silly me. All right. Okay. Okay, I've got 106 kilowatts ready to go. And I would want to put up some of these grass spreaders, and they are 16 each. Oh, okay, I could probably put up several of them. And level's critical. Yes, I know. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and drink some of this water. Go ahead and eat one of these foods. Go ahead and put my supplies over here for the time being. Beans and extra squash. Okay, so for the grass spreaders, I'm going to need 2 water bottles, a magnesium, and an aluminum and a lermaseed. Okay, so I'm going to need to collect some water. I need magnesium and aluminum. Okay, let's see what's going on with our water collector. We've got 2 water bottles there. Now I'm going to have the same issue with the spreaders. They will require a foundation under them, or they have to be on ground. Right now we're up here on stone. Since stone does not support a lot of builds. It is limited. It will support building a foundation, you've talked about before. Okay, got a grass spreader. Oh, grass spreader won't work here. I'm going to have to go down. So I got to have it closer to the ground. Oops. Okay, that's okay. We'll put the grass spreader down here on the edge of our space here. Doesn't really matter where it is in the world. You're going to need some more water. I think I had some ice over here in this one of these storage containers, so I'll melt that. And turn that into water. Okay, let's get another grass spreader going. Put it over on this side of the... Okay. Okay, so now we've got some good stuff going on here. We've got a few drills. We probably need to make some more drills. Just to kind of get things going. Take my consumables, grab the iridium, and we'll head back up. Okay, so we'll start looking at building that launch platform. I do want to make another drill in place if I can manage it, or two. Just double check my power. I've used 32 of 106, so I've got probably have about 74 left. And the drills take 10 each, so I got plenty. Put the uranium away. The supplies down. Okay. And for the drills, I need 2 titanium, 2 aluminum, and 2 iron. I don't have a lot of iron right now, so I will go ahead and put 1 drill up, and then we'll probably do some scavenging for some more metal. There's another wreck that we can take a look at on the other side of this of the maze. And so I got the 2 grass spreaders. I'm going to put up another. I think I've got everything. Yes. Another drill. Get some more going. I do have iridium rods for another. Let's go ahead and take this up there. And yeah, let me take the. Okay, take those as well. Take another of that. I'll take a couple of those. I'll run back. Okay, so I'm going to set up the tier 2 heater, tier 3 heaters up there, and we do have some more iridium rods, another iridium rod, I should say, that we can use for that. We've got 2, but I want to hold on to 1 for a second because I want to set up our iridium mine. So that we can get more iridium. Okay, so let's take a look at this. I'll put the heaters upstairs. There's a nice spot for them. Okay, how about this little quad? Just tuck them in there. Okay, there's 2 of them. Okay. So let's get rid of some of these other materials while we go out and take care of some other stuff. All my supplies in here. Uranium. Let's take a quick look. What are we going to require for a miner? We can run over the iridium caves and collect things over there. Oh, we're going to need osmium. That's going to require some running, I think. We're going to have to get some osmium. I don't think we've put any in here yet. Okay, so let me just put this stuff down. I don't have any of that. I think there's some sulfur over by the osmium. We should be able to get at it. We'll take a peek. I've got 2 air, a little bit of food. Go ahead and eat a squash and carry a beans. And I'll grab some water on the way out. Probably put up a second water collector. At some point we'll actually have water on the ground, which we can collect and drink that. But for the time being, the atmospheric water collectors is what we've got. Okay. We'll need to build some bigger backpacks at some point too. Okay, so the osmium is actually up where our original base was, or is. And now with our upgraded oxygen tank, we can run all the way back. Head up the hill over here. No getting distracted though, because start picking things up off the ground, you're gonna get yourself in a world of hurt. Run out of time. This run is taking a couple of 100 oxygen units. When it's said and done. Okay, so this is up on the hill. Got some things up here. We'll probably take those with us when we go. The osmium is right over here. This was frozen earlier, but the first part of this cave unfreezes fairly quickly, and you can get a few osmium, usually. I hope I can get a couple more. That's only one. Oh no. Okay. Usually you can get a couple in here. I'm not exactly sure why I've only got the one. Okay, so let's see when this ice melts. We can look at it, and it will tell us this ice melts when we get to 15 microkelvin of heat. I think I read that before. So I'm not exactly sure where that is. So, oh, there's another one I knew I could get to. Now I can make a miner. Okay. No sulfur poking out of the ground yet, though. We run it here. I don't have a little thing. I'll just take the ice with me. Okay. I'm not going to need that container. I'm not going to need that here anymore. Not going to need that here anymore. I'll just take the rest of it and head down to the... This wreck is pretty much cleared out, so... Okay. How about I'll go ahead and leave a little oxygen pod here. Bring some water. Take that titanium. We will eventually come back to this place. So let's take a quick look in here. Yep. We still have some consumables over here. The water. Put the ice down, I'll take the water with me. Oh, an eggplant, I'll take that. We do have an egg. We had it. Oh, that's right. Eggplant was the first thing that we had. Okay, so I don't have any aluminum over here at the moment, so I'll just go ahead and put up a couple of these guys. I'll come back and get them later, but I don't need to carry all that stuff. Oh, I didn't grab the cobalt. Okay. Yep. And these little solar panels are worth 6.5 each. So putting up 3 of them and building another larger. Ooh, look at all these. Okay. Okay, I don't have enough for that. Put some of this other stuff down. Oh! Okay. Oh. Deconstructed my my ladder. Okay. Inventory's full. Okay, I'm gonna have to put some things down. Put these up. Build my ladder again. Okay. Alright. So here's a couple more items. I'm going to climb down. Put these plants away. Put that away. I don't need that. Alright, so I've got a lot of materials here for building heaters. But I wanted to collect this. I don't have enough space to get too many of these things. I'll take another one. Oh, yep. Okay. Titanium there. The aluminum. And the iron. Okay, well, we'll deal with that later. Okay, so let's head back to our other place. Okay, I've got my 2 osmium, so once we dump off our load of cargo here, we can put together the materials for a miner. Okay. Yeah, what do I need for a miner? I wouldn't happen to be carrying it. I've got a lot of stuff in my inventory. I need the iridium rod and a super alloy, so nope. Gotta get that jetpack made. I also need to finish putting in the windows. My base up there looks a little incomplete. At some point we'll be putting on a biolab up on top and a tier 2 biodome. Those will be coming up. Okay. Let's put down some of this iridium. Rod, super, and then I can build the ore extractor. I'm just going to go ahead and do that right now since we're kind of running short on time. This will be in the iridium caves, and we'll want to build a little oxygen place over there too, and some storage, because the tier 1 ore extractors are going to, they give you a lot of stuff. It's not what you want. So you have to baby it along. It'll fill up with things that you don't need. So usually I put a couple of lockers over there and carry as much as I can back whenever I come away from the ore extractor. But the main part of this is to start getting some iridium, a supply of iridium. And then we will go ahead and probably next time we will build the launch platform. Look, just iridium's laying all over the ground in here. Isn't that great? We'll pick all that up. And once the ice in the back of this cave melts, we'll have another source of sulfur as well. Or a source of sulfur, because we don't have one yet. And this is a good spot to build, right in here. I always like to build right in here. It's nice and flat. Put that there. Okay, and we can look inside the ore extractor by opening the container, and we can see that the primary element that this is, or the primary ore that this is going to pull up is iridium. And when I say primary, I mean you'll probably get iridium slightly more than everything else. Slightly more than any other one thing. So, but you'll get silicon, iron, and cobalt, and just about everything. And that's that. We have it. Yay! We have our miner. So with that, go ahead and switch out. Slongafoil, Goharv Magat for being here. Thank you. And be well.